episode 3 of ZZ Talk with Zeus
and Zino.
This is the podcast of two normal guys who can talk about anything and everything, and will talk about anything and everything, including sports, pop culture, and a heavy dose of politics. On today's agenda, we're going to talk about. But first, we always have a nice little tie-in into our episode. So we're going to have our top 5, and our top 5 this time is top 5 animated songs or songs from an animated movie. Disney.
Yeah. It's got to be Disney because we are going to be talking about Disney's Mulan.
Exactly.
But also, before you continue on the agenda, I will say that I have a fantasy Premier League draft coming up in 7 minutes. So if you see me look at my phone drafting, don't mind me. I'm still present.
So that is true. Which, of course, that's going to be the last thing on our agenda, which is football is back. But football came back with a little bit of controversy, the same way Mulan seemed to came with a little bit of controversy, right? So that's going to be the last thing that we talk about on today's episode. But in between that, we're going to talk about the People's Convention. So the People's Convention was actually conducted where it was various speakers mostly from the progressive to the very far left wing, had a little convention where they talked about various things, including the speakers were Cornel West, Mariam Williamson, and Nina Turner. And we're going to talk a little bit about that because I asked Zino to watch it because I enjoyed it heavily, and I asked him to watch it to see what he thought, and we're going to have a little discussion on the People's Convention and how I think that the Democratic National Convention can actually learn from this. After that, we're going to talk about Trump is, of course, putting his foot in his mouth as always. Bob Woodward released some conversations that they had. Mm-hmm. And so we're going to discuss that and I feel like Zino has some high opinions on that conversation that was had between Bob Woodward and Trump. So we're going to discuss that. And then also we're going to recap his interview with his officer friend, Dane. We're going to talk about that. I'm going to give you my reaction to it. And then, yeah, that's pretty much the whole episode. So this is Easy Talk with Zeus and Zino. And we are recording on September 11th. So happy Patriots Day.
Yes. Well, hey, since we did talk about going into the interview that I had with Dane, do we want to show people how to access these videos and all the other videos on our channel?
Yeah, I think it would help a lot.
Okay, so, and forgive me guys, this is the first time I'm attempting to do this on ZZ Talk, but I want to show you guys how to get to our videos, right? So what you're seeing here is my personal YouTube channel. As you can see, I have quite a range.
Z to Donald Trump.
Right, exactly, quite a range. So one of my subscriptions is ZZ Talk because, of course, I subscribe to our channel. So you'd go down to subscriptions and click ZZ Talk. Now on the homepage, you'd see, the recent uploads. The best way to find like particular videos that we upload, go to playlists, and I usually organize them in separate playlists. So our very first episode called the ZZ Talk episode 1, Meet the Fellas, and as you can see, it's got 7 videos from our intro all the way to our sports section at the very end. And we did this with episode 1, episode 2, and the special convention that we did. Oh, sorry, the special convention on the conventions that we did, which is about 2 hours long, and it's like 12 videos. We covered everything from what the optics were to the different speeches from different conventions. And this is more of what Zeus is referring to. This is our new segment called ZZ Talk Features, in which we recorded an interview with Sheriff's Deputy Dane Turner. It's split into 3 parts. This other feature with Graham Denton and Native American issues is the one that is coming out over the weekend. Part 1 is actually out right now. But yeah, that's it. That's how you get to see our videos. The best way is to go through playlists, or you could just go through uploads, and you can go through it like this and see them in chronological order. And yeah, Zeus, back to you.
And another way to be able to access it is by liking and subscribing.
Yes, actually, that's the key way. Please like and subscribe, and then you can see us in your feed. That bell notification when we upload a new video that shows up immediately. So yeah,
you got to keep up to date with us, man. We're gonna be popping these out as much as we can, and we definitely love for you guys to be in the journey with us.
Yeah.
So, real quickly, speaking of previous episodes, me and him have I think 1 or 2 quick corrections that we wanted to do. The first one is going to be from me, and this is the one I can remember because I'm pretty sure I said a lot of wrong things.
Wait, Zeus. You have to start off by saying, and this is our segment called Corrections.
You see who does the editing for the episode. This is our segment, Corrections.
There you go.
So anyways, in episode, I believe it was episode 2 that I said that Robert F. Kennedy was trying to primary Lyndon B. Johnson. And Zino came in and let me know that Lyndon B. Johnson didn't actually run during that presidential election. And I swear he had. And then I realized later on what it was. It's actually LBJ was originally starting to run in the primary because he got reelected right after Kennedy died. He was eligible to run again. He was going to run again, but then he decided not to. And I think I read up on it. I think it has a lot to do with his approval rating was not that great. So he was going to run because he had a great approval rating his first time around, but I heard history says that he didn't have a great approval rating.
Yeah, I think that's part of it, but partly because they were in the Vietnam War at the time. Mm-hmm. And a good movie that goes into that period, especially from the perspective of the African-American soldier, is The Five Bloods by Spike Lee. It just came out. It's on Netflix. It just came out in June. And there is a little snippet in there where where it's a clip of Lyndon B. Johnson saying that he will not be seeking another term as president or as a nominee for the Democratic Party, which I thought of after that episode too.
Segue, sir.
Yeah, excellent. Yeah, thank you. So that's one correction. I have a correction as well, and this is from our convention special. Multiple times I said that President Trump violated the Hatch Act. Zeus chimed in with a correction at the time, and I just want to make it clear here. Apparently, the president is not able to violate the Hatch Act. He's exempt from it. I believe the vice president is exempt as well. But the people around them are not exempt from it. And there have been 7 such occasions since Donald Trump got into office where they have been issued warnings from the Office of Special Counsel about violating the Hatch Act. Most recently would be in the convention where the staffers that aided Secretary of State Mike Pompeo in giving his convention speech from Jerusalem on official business, they are actually subject to investigations now because it's just wrong. You can't be using your official position for campaign duties. But also, Republicans did say that Donald Trump's acceptance speech at the Rose Garden, it was fine because technically the Rose Garden is an attachment to his residence, so it shouldn't be counted as an official. Yeah, I mean, talk about spinning yourself in pretzels, right? But that's what they said. So that's my correction on the Hatch Act.
I'd just like to point out that Donald Trump's entire presidential existence is a violation of everything that's supposed to be good in this world. Right. One more correction.
He's a president.
Actually, one more correction. It was in regards to the song that Lin-Manuel's Moana song lost to. Now I remember. Lin-Manuel lost to La La Land City of Stars. So that's what he lost to. Okay. Yeah. Which again, if he had won it, he'd have an EGOT. So that sucks. But anyways, all right. So that is the conclusion of corrections. Again, we'll try to correct ourselves. We're going to try to keep ourselves honest, but hopefully there won't be that many corrections, but you never know. All right. So, fun part. We are going to talk about Mulan. Nice little quick segue into talking about Mulan. is going to be talking about our top 5 favorite songs from Disney animated movies. Why we're very specific is because we want to keep other options available for other lists, because that's very specific. Top 5 favorite Disney animated movies, because if it wasn't top 5 Disney movies, I would say that Hamilton songs are now Disney songs, so I would have included them, but we're not going to do that.
We've saved those for our emergency top 5s when we don't have an actual top 5 to do.
Yeah.
All right, you want to kick it off, or do you want me to go?
I'll go. Now, as most of y'all know, I usually write mine down, and I did write it down, but instead of writing it down when we decided this was what we were going to do, and then I'm a nerd about it, I mull over it, I just, I look through the list, I write down a bunch of songs, and then I decide which ones I like the most, and then that's how I create my list. Fortunately, I didn't do that this time. I just wrote them down right before we started. So these are my top 5, basically the top 5 off of the top of my head. But these are the songs that automatically popped up when I thought about, thought about Disney songs. So real quickly, since we just talked about it, even though I forget the name, the song from Moana. Now it's not the one I've been staring at the water. That one that she sings. It's the one where they're going out in the ocean. Remember, and it's kind of like "We'll Show You the Way." It's called. I think it's "We'll Show You the Way." That's what it's called. It's the chief.
I haven't seen Moana.
You haven't seen Moana?
No.
Oh man, that's a correction he's gonna have to fix. He has Disney Plus. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm challenging him to watch Moana. So anyways, there's a song on Moana. I like it. I'll remember the name in a second. Another song that I really liked, or actually, you know what? Zino, we're going to trade off. I name one, you name one. So what's one of your top 5 favorite songs?
Strangers Like Me, Tarzan.
Okay.
Phil Collins.
You know what?
Just because.
No, that ties into my other favorite song. You'll Be in My Heart by Phil Collins. Or is that Hercules? No, that is Tarzan, right?
That is Tarzan.
Yeah, I love that song. Even though I'm not one of those guys that says I have to excuse myself for liking a certain thing. Like, you know how there's some guys like, I'm a man, but I like that. No, I'm not that guy. Honestly,
Pause.
that song gets stuck in my head. I love that song. So that one definitely. And by the way, the Moana song is "We Know the Way." That's what it's called.
Okay, well, since we're trading off, and you mentioned Hercules, number 4, Zero to Hero.
All of his songs are going to be Hercules.
I love Hercules.
I know. I remember. And actually, I have to watch it again just because you talked about it last time. I was thinking about watching it with the kids, but I just ended up not watching. I ended up watching Frozen for like the 80th time. Not my choice, the kids' choice. Second, another song on my list. So I guess this would be the third one. I'm going to go ahead. We got to throw in a Disney song. I mean, a Lion King song. I'm going to say "Be Prepared" by Scar.
Okay. I do have a Lion King song, but it's not my number 3, so not good.
Oh, you're going in order. I'm not going in order. I'm just naming out songs because I didn't get to figure out this list like the way I wanted to. Trust me, because some of these songs probably would be different if I had actually written them down. So I'm not going in order. That's just to let y'all know.
Then my Lion King song is "Can You Feel the Love Tonight?" It's just such a great karaoke song. It really is.
I will say this. The part where Timon and Pumbaa, I would like to see like a video from a wedding. Like I didn't do it because I didn't think about it, but them doing that part, like the groomsmen doing that part, because basically they're talking about losing their homeboy. I would like to see that to happen. I said that on a Facebook post one time, and some girl, one of my friends said that that was a song that they used for their wedding, and she said that she's like, "You had a great idea." I was like, "If I hadn't thought about that, I probably would have done that too," because like I had Hip's groomsmen do that part. But anyways, so that's his. I'm gonna go with so from a Goofy movie, Eye to Eye. I know for some reason Zino doesn't understand the masterpiece that is a Goofy movie because he's still perplexed as to how Goofy's the one that smashed.
Yeah,
but
I don't get it. All right. Prince and Lee from Aladdin.
I'm not gonna lie, man. I like the Will Smith version. I actually like it a little bit better.
Yeah. Well, no, actually, you know what? It wasn't Prince and Lee that I was thinking of then, because I do like the Will Smith version. There's the one the song.
Arabian Night?
No, it's like the first song the genie sings when he gets up.
Oh, you've got. No, it's like you've got a friend of me. It's kind of like you've got a friend of me.
Yeah.
You ain't never had a friend like me.
You ain't never had a friend like me.
Okay.
The Robin Williams version, yes.
Robin Williams is better. Yeah, Robin Williams. You've never had a friend like me.
The Will Smith, Prince Ali. You're right. That is better.
That one's better. And then because my last song ties into our next topic, I'm gonna hold off on that. You go ahead and tell me what's your last.
I'm pretty sure it's the same song. Dark Side of the Moon. I'll Make a Man Out of You.
Yeah. Okay.
Mulan.
It's the same exact song. Make a Man Out of You. Love that song. Honestly, that's one of the reasons I was upset about this song not having music, which of course we're tying into our next topic, which is Mulan.
Yeah.
Mulan was recently.
By the way, also a great karaoke song. But yes.
I don't do karaoke. Actually, I'm lying. I don't get to do karaoke. If I did get to do karaoke, I'd kill it because I like. So you're gonna have a video of me and Zino one day being drunk doing karaoke.
ZZ Talk special.
ZZ Talk features us making asses of ourselves. So